Can you talk about what's in the air here now, what is continuing to burn, and we're showing a live picture as you were speaking to us, still a major inferno there at the crash site.
Well, it's now an hour later. Obviously, the black smoke is the fuel. This is going to be an incredibly hot fire. It's going to consume everything that is coming in contact with the fire. So not only the airplane and the fuel, but the fire is going to be extremely hot with that much fuel burning, and it's going to take a little bit to get it contained, and it's going to be burning the other areas around, but I'm sure that the first responders have a good perimeter set up, and we'll probably get it extinguished in the not-too-distant future.
Okay. So let's go back to what you were saying earlier. It caught my attention again. Major fire on the left side of the jet. This is from the videos that you've been viewing. Again, Ladd Sanger is an aviation legal expert joining us live on the phone to give some insight into what he's been viewing here. Is it your opinion that it never got off the ground at all from the airport here? Again, it was lifting off north to the south on the west runway.
Well, we can see that in the video. I mean, in today's world, you have to. I'm assuming that this is, a correct video and is authentic. The airplane did become airborne. It was on fire as it was taking off. It cleared the blast fence at the end of the runway and then sunk and exploded shortly thereafter. From what I'm seeing on some of the research that I'm doing, it hit an maximum altitude of only 175 or 200 feet, which is low. And there's no reason that a three-engine jet, remember this is an MD-11, so it's rather unique, and it has the tail-mounted engine and then two wing engines.
So that's very surprising for you then that this type of cargo plane would catch fire like that on takeoff?
Yes. Jet engines are not supposed to catch fire like this on takeoff. This airplane, think of all of the airplanes today that are manufactured, most of them are twin-engine jets, your 737s, your 757, 767, 787, Airbus A320, Airbus A321. Very few 3- or 4-engine aircraft manufactured because these jet engines are so reliable. To have what appears to be an uncontained fire on the left-hand side of the aircraft is rare. And on this airplane, it still had presumably two good operating engines. So whatever happened to this airplane that caused it to crash was catastrophic. The flight crew probably had no ability to do anything once this had progressed to the point that they were in the air.
Can you explain the amount of fuel on board? We're being told 280,000 pounds of fuel, and talk more about that and what that would be the equivalent to.
Well, it would be, let's see, so fuel weighs approximately 6.7 pounds per gallon. So if you take the 280,000 and divide it by 6.7, you come up with how many gallons. You've got three engines. You've got to have a reserve. You're going to Hawaii where you're in an island area. So there is a tremendous amount of fuel. We can do the calculations here right quick. 280,000.
Ladd, you've seen a lot of. Go ahead. You've seen a lot of aviation disaster.
40,000 gallons.
Okay.
So even conservatively, you're talking about several 18-wheeler tanker trucks.
Wow.
You've seen a lot of aviation disasters. At this point, or so early on, where does this rank in your mind?
It's a horrendous tragedy. When I see these, it just breaks my heart. But it's a terrible tragedy. We don't know what kind of ground victims there are. That's going to be, yet to be determined. It could be days before we find that out. I look back to the Concorde crash I handled years ago because it had a catastrophic fire, crashed into that hotel, ground victims, obviously all the victims on board the airplane. So it's a terrible tragedy. It was a cargo flight, meaning that there weren't passengers on board. So if there is a ray of hope, it's that there weren't 300 other people on board this airplane.
Based on the scenes you've been seeing, again, we are continuing to watch this fire burn with that amount of fuel in this aircraft. What's the firefighting effort going to be like from here on out? I mean, how long can we expect this to last into the evening hours, conservatively?
The Louisville airport they've got a great firefighting team there. They're prepared for aviation disasters. It's a major aviation hub. They've got specialized firefighting equipment. So I would think that they can get this fire tamped down within a couple hours, even though it is a lot of fuel and a horrific situation. It's close to the airport. There's a lot of resources there that they can push toward getting this extinguished.
How important are these trainings? We saw a disaster drill here just 2 weeks ago, Ladd, at the airport involving one of the airlines. Of course, they rotate which airlines volunteers to be a part of it, and they took over a large section of the airport with state, local, and federal authorities.
It's important because you have to coordinate all of the different responding agencies. The case in point here, this is an off-airport event, but you have specialized aircraft firefighting equipment with specialized trucks and gear and foam that are available at the airport, and the airport fire department needs to coordinate with the local fire department, with the state troopers, with the local police department to secure the scene and put out the fire. So just that level of coordination, the training exercises are great for that.
Okay, thank you very much. Ladd Sanger, an aviation legal expert, joining us here.